Record for career scoring. Brett ties the program record for career assists. I have a question. FGC will play in the NIT. We will start with an open statement from coach and open it up.
Congratulate Mercer on great effort on their season, and congratulate them. Hope they play well in the NCAA tournament. I'd like to obviously thank the fans again. Unbelievable atmosphere. The fans have been behind us the whole year. We appreciate everybody. I'd like to thank our guys. It's not easy. I told our guys this. It's not easy to play with expectations. This is the first time they've had to do it. And I'm really proud that we got this far. Obviously disappointed that we played poorly. A lot of attributed to Mercer's defense and playing out of foul trouble. But I'm really proud of our guys so far this season. I look forward to coaching them in the NIT.
Joe, what was the mood like at the half, and what was the focus at the half?
Well, we talked about it. We shot the ball deplorably. We played out of foul trouble. We had guys in foul trouble. Obviously, the biggest thing that controlled the first half was the backboard. And we gave up too many offensive rebounds that led to points, and they controlled the backboard, which really placed the ball in the first half.
The number of guys that they have depth-wise in the first half, did that make a difference in the way you guys were able to pursue those rebounds with the foul trouble you had? Brett playing 19 minutes.
Well, I just thought with the foul trouble, I thought we dug ourselves a hole, and I thought we didn't go after the ball like we needed to. And when you don't, and they turn all those rebounds into points, which is even worse. And there's a lot of times people rebounded and they fan it out, and you have to rebound, or you have to guard again, but they turn those rebounds into points.
Joe, you talked about how nerves are going to be a factor in any championship game. Do you think they were maybe a bigger factor in this than you would have even thought?
It was a weird flow. I think we had with people in foul trouble, and we didn't shoot the ball very well to begin with, but it was a very similar feel to the last time we played it. The first half offensively was ugly, and I thought that there's nerves on both teams.
And both teams had to suffer through that kind of crazy light delay. How much did that bother? Do you think just kind of weirdness?
You just play. You don't have to play. I don't think that factors in at all.
Chase, when about the time that Brett fed you for a very recognizable alley-oop slam, seemed like you guys were just really, really going. It felt like you were going to win this game. Is that the way you felt at the time?
Yeah, we never really felt like we weren't going to win. We knew they were a great team, but we were getting stops on the defensive end. We were getting the rebounds, so we weren't allowing the second chance points. And we were able to run on them, and Brett came off the ball street, and I had to help on him, or he was laying it up, and he just does what he does best, just find open people.
Chase, I know you have a pretty good relationship with some of the guys on your team. You've been playing against them for a while. Are you going to be watching them when they're in the NCAA tournament?
I'll try to watch when I can. I try to watch all college games when I can, but yeah, I have a good relationship with them. Again, we got to give them the credit. They're a great team. They've had a great season. Most have had great careers. I'll watch them when I can, but we got to prepare for the NIT.
How are you holding up?
We'll be all right.
Do you think you guys will be able to rebound for the NIT? If you could make an interesting run in that and still, somewhat salvage things, right?
Well, we get to play basketball. These guys like to play ball, and they're competitive kids. And you know what? We get to coach another 2 weeks, so for longer. That's the good thing about it. We get to practice, we get to spend time together, we get to keep playing.
Joe, is any of this emotional for you with the bond you built with these guys?
You know what? I said this, and this is why I'm proud of it. It's not easy. I think everybody has this false sense that, you just sort of show up, and it's not easy. You look around some of the premier programs in the country this year and how they've struggled. And these guys have withstood a lot. We struggled early. People threw some dirt on us, and these guys kicked the dirt off and stood up and were men and, tied for a regular season title, which we're proud of.
Bernard, I've never seen you look quite as angry as you did after you had that nasty slam, and then you're kind of like glaring at Moten down there. Were you guys really hacked off at the way you've been playing previous, or was that just kind of what was going on there?
Came out, it was no energy in the first half. They were, like Coach said, they set the tone, out rebounding us on the offensive end, and I just had the spirit to play. I was competitive. That's my type of playing style. I just like to win. I was trying to win. I just had energy. I know I got my team going. The bench was going. And I just felt like we could pull away with it, but we couldn't get over that hump.
Bernard, Chase, I know you guys would never blame fatigue, but Bernard only getting to play 4 minutes in the first half, and Eric only 8. Had some impact on the decisiveness they had in the first half.
It's definitely not fatigue. We got first team all conference with Bernard sitting out. That's our leading scorer. It's tough. Eric McKnight, he's a great athlete. He protects the rim. So we were playing different rotations. The coach said earlier, it's not fatigue, just trying to play with different guys out of the game that we normally have in.
You did seem to have different energy in the second half. What was that all about, Chase, do you think?
You're desperate. Mm-hmm. You're down that big at home, playing that poorly. against a team that's that good, you can't do that. So we had to find some energy. We had to come back and try to fight back in the second half, and that's what we tried to do.
Langston Hall had a couple of huge shots down the stretch there. Anybody want to comment just on the kind of player he is to, in those final moments?
So we had a stretch where when we got the game back to a manageable number, and then White made a couple of big plays also. White was very good. Langston Hall is a terrific player. He's obviously accomplished player of the year for a reason, and he made some big plays, and White made some big plays. But when we absolutely needed stops, we didn't get. We made enough stops to get us back into the game, but when we really needed them, we didn't get them.
Chase, I know you've still got basketball left to play. Is it too early to kind of reflect on the things you've done here?
Yeah, I mean, we still have the NIT to play, and that's all I'm going to focus on for now.
Your fifth foul came on a play right after you got it down to 3 again. And it was kind of one of those deals that, of course, he goes up for a dunk. If he makes the dunk, maybe they don't call the foul kind of thing. It was, kind of one of those, let's see if he makes it. I mean, was that kind of your feeling? It was kind of a terrible way to foul out.
I just tried to make a play on the ball. I can't really comment on the ref thing. They called the foul, so I don't. Can't go back and change it now. But I just want to contest and try to keep from giving up a dunk, and that's a momentum play as well. So I tried to stop that and just having to go against us. We got a foul. I was out.
Coach, the last couple of games, the 3-point shooting kind of struggled. Is that something that's kind of out of your control, or was the defense a factor in that?
I think those things were cyclical. I mean, I think we had some shots, and sometimes the ball doesn't go in the basket. I mean, that's you run bad offense and put the ball in the basket. You look a lot smarter than you are. You could run good offense, and the ball doesn't go in. You look like an idiot. I mean, I think we had some good shots. They also did a good job defending it. So I think it's a little bit of both.
Chase, you guys really struggled at rebounding in the first half. It seemed like they were getting all the long ones, all the mid-range ones, everything. Well, just better positioning on their part? Do you think they were just had more hops, more energy at that point?
They were going after it. They've been a good rebounding team all year. Yeah. We weren't putting bodies on them. We weren't boxing them out. And when you don't do that, you see what happens. They get those second chance points, and you have to guard for more than one time. On the first shot, defense is good, but you have to guard them for at least 1 or 2 shots. And that's when they're making layups, and that's when they'll go on the runs.
Bernard, what were you thinking in the first half, hardly getting to play when you were sitting on the bench? What were your thoughts going through all that?
It was tough. I just was trying to cheer my teammates on. Just trying to be the best teammate I could on the bench. Talk to them a little bit, let them know what I saw off the court that they could help on with. That was really it. Just trying to keep my guys up, try to keep them in the game.
Were you ever tempted to put him back in the first half with the 2 as the run was going?
I thought if we could keep it manageable, we'd be able to make a run. I was just afraid with him, and also you have Eric in the middle with foul trouble. I also was worried about, especially with him, because he's going to have to guard somebody that's driving the ball. He's going to have to guard Hall or White or one of those guys. And with those guys driving the ball, I was just worried about him getting through quickly.
Chase is a senior, kind of the guy that's the head of this group. Can you talk about what it means just to get back here with this group of guys?
It shows a lot for our program where it's come. My freshman year, we weren't even eligible. And then since becoming eligible, we've gone to the championship every game. To do it with this group of guys, my brothers, that means a lot. In the locker room, at halftime, we rallied around each other. We were talking to each other about how we had to come back. And then during the game, to go on the run we did and be playing with them is really unbelievable. I can't really speak about it. It's something that I don't even know how to put into words.
Do you feel like you can rally them around for a nice NIT run?
Yeah, we definitely can. We think we play well. If we would have played better in the first half, we'd obviously been in a lot better position for this game. So if we can play like we did in the second half with that disparity, I think we can definitely make a run.
Time for a couple more.
Joe, when Chase got his fourth, I think, on the back down, 7:55 or whatever it was, did you think about leaving him at that point?
Excuse me?
Did you think about leaving him in?
At that point, we were still within the manageable distance. I was just trying to hope to keep him in the game. So I thought about it, but I just thought we needed him for the stretch run.
If not, you guys as Mercer, are both obviously the right pick to represent the conference.
I think they obviously deserved it. They came out and played and won their opportunity to do it. But our league's gotten a lot better. I mean, Upstate would have been just a good candidate. ETSU came on strong at the end. They've been playing well, so they obviously earned it themselves. They went out and got it. So obviously, I would say they're the best candidate.
Bernard, do you also feel like you guys can regroup and make a serious run at the NIT now?
Definitely. Just we get together, come to practice, just work on everything, fix some of our mistakes, and just get ready for the NIT. Try to make a run.
All right, guys, thank you.
Thanks, guys.